Hello guys, it is Jead and the SBC pack grind is finally back after 2 weeks. I could cry, man, all because of this one SBC that EA have brought back, and it's Friday World Cup content day. Alawarian comes plus the new promo team and loads more. We even get our first 99 live upgrade stats, man. Let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and have a fantastic weekend over the next few days, man. Who watched that Mexico game yesterday? The most red cards I've ever seen in a World Cup game. And by the way, if you are obviously wondering, why do I look sunburned? My camera's broken. If anyone can help me fix it, if I put my hand to the camera, look at me, I look normal. I don't know. I can't fix it. I'm sunburnt. I'm normal. Like, I've got the force. I have no idea, boys. Anyone's a camera wizard, please help us, because I look like I've been on the beach for far too long. But however, today, it's all about pack grind. It's all about World Cup Friday. It's all about content, and it's all about finally being able to do the unlimited. Oh my God, I can't believe it, man. It's been far too long. We also got some great content. We got a decent Evo, not fantastic. But what we've got today, coming today, is a way better Evo and a way better start to Evolutions for the next few days or the next few weeks even. I mean, yesterday, what an SBC we got with this Lucas Paqueta card. Not because he's the most OP card in the game. I mean, his playstyles are lovely. Apart from long ball, literally perfect playstyles. And I know some people that would swear by long ball anyway. But this card has great positions, like great stats. He plays for Brazil, so almost definitely going to get a few upgrades, if not quite a lot. Great play styles apart from, I don't know, rapid plus on the centre mid, even though he can play on the left wing, isn't perfect. Why is this SBC so good? Because he is 190 rated squad. Yes, needs a Brazil player, but not even a team of the season. That is fantastic. A quite literal must-complete SBC. And to be honest, this is not a player you even need the pack grind for. You just can go and do Lucas Paqueta, get him in your team, throw him on the bench. What if Brazil win the World Cup and Joga Bonito does come back and he goes to a 99 rated? That is beautiful. Fantastic to have a really, really cheap SBC. And when we talk about fodder later, hopefully a few of you guys invested, because this SBC made it alone to rise in price because this SBC is such good value. We get our throwback marquee matchups with a tradable mega pack. So if you do need some low budget coins, go for it. I'm thinking tomorrow or even later today, boys and girls, I'm going to get a video out about making 100,000 coins an hour across the entire course of the World Cup. And that'll be a great start if you're really low on coins. Mega pack tradable is always very nice, but let's not beat around the bush, okay? Let's go straight into the tiny little upgrade pack that made this pack grind so doable. Is it unlimited? No, nothing's ever unlimited on this game until we get the 85 times 10s, but 5 times 77. If you guys play this game, if you guys have been pack grinding on this game, you guys know that this SBC changes so much. Does it make it, like, again, unlimited? No, but does it make it so much more enjoyable to go and put cards into SBCs and make it so much easier to clear my stupid duplicate storage full of gold commons? Yes, it does. It is simply 9 common golds and you get 5 rare golds back. So, of course, you lose 4 golds in the process, but going the commons to rares, we have needed that for so long. And the 5 times 77, is it the best SBC in the world or the best, like, pack to open in the world? No, it is not. But getting 5 rares is so good because of what the pack grind is right now. And I'll go through the pack grind. Now, of course, if you're doing the pack grind, please, to the love of God, use Pale Tools, use Foot Genie. Don't do it all on the game because it makes it so much longer. But there's so many nice cards in packs tonight, even if you're doing this before 6 PM content, right? There's so many nice cards in packs. Are they the most packable things in the world? No, but if you do the pack grind long enough, you're guaranteed to get something, you know what I mean? A little Musiala or a little Florian Wirtz when the new team does roll out. But so many of these SBCs needed rares, right? The double 84, the player picks, we needed rares so long, and we just didn't need commons. There was no reason to use commons, right? So here is all the SBCs I would go and use, as well as I put a few in there to talk about. Go and favourite the 10 times 84, but that does expire at content today. But again, go and favourite it. You got 3 of them left. The 1 of 3 83 plus I would not use unless you still need Neymar. Now, again, this goes at content today. I believe we have the other player pick that I've not favorited, the regular 1 of 3 that stays if you're still hunting Neymar. But this goes at content today. If you're not hunting Neymar, you've already got him or you don't care, unfavorite that, you won't need it. Then favorite the grind upgrade. I would unfavorite the 4 of 10 82 plus player pick, right? I don't think that's that good. This was a replacement for the 5 times 77. Yes, player picks are nice. Yes, a 4 of 10 82 is great for fodder, and some people will love it. But it's 22 gold commons to get 4 players back. Now, you might get 4 82s, 4 83s. It's not awful by any means at all, but I don't think it's perfect. And I get that some people love player picks. I don't think it's great, right? So I'm going to ignore that. 5 times 87, we've got 7 more hours of that until it refreshes. Then obviously that one's there for 4 days. Beautiful SBC, favourite that. You can favourite Paqueta, go complete him, why not? But 3 times 87 to 90, daily bronze, silver, daily common gold, daily rare gold, provisions always, 5 times 77. And we're not doing the player pick because we're going to be going on the 2 times 84. And still, because EA will, they've refused to release a team of the season upgrade, you will still need to favourite the team of the week upgrade. And the pack grind is so simple if you are using one of those extensions. All you're going to do in this exact order, right? Provision upgrades every single day. Do all 7. Buy the 85s if you need, right? If you guys follow this channel, you will have coins. Buy the 85s. It is fine. Do that every single day. 7 a day. Use all the daily bronzes, daily silvers, daily common gold, daily rare gold. Again, please use Foot Genie. Please use Pale Tools. Make it quick. But yeah, do all those every single day. And already, flying start. Now, from all of that, you'll have a crap loads of commons, crap loads of rares. You probably need to clear your duplicate storage loads of times. But finally, we can do it. So all your commons go into the 5 times 77. Just do as many as possible. And then all your rares go into... Why can't I find it? Where... Oh, it's literally right there. Geez. All your rares go into the double 84. Now, again, if you're going for Neymar, do the exact same thing with the 1 of 3 83 plus player pick. But this double 84 makes the fodder grind for what we need so much better because we need a lot of 84 rated, like specifically 84s. Obviously, in that double 84, you're hoping for Path to Glories. You're hoping for 90 and 91 rated fodder to complete SBCs. But we need loads of 84s anyway, right? So when you've done all the provisions, all the dailies, clear your entire club up to 82 rated, full of 5 times 77, so the commons, and double 84, so the rares. Just clear your entire club every single day. I don't know how many exactly you can do, but it is so many, especially if you're combining this with like regular rewards throughout playing the game. It is so many. Then all you've got left is the 84 team of the week, the different grind upgrades, so the grind upgrade and the 87 to 90, and then of course the 5 times 77, the 10 times 84, or the 10 times 85, whatever we get refreshing today and across the weekend with the new upgrade packs. Then all you're looking to do is start with the 5 times 87s. However, you will notice you need a team of the season or team of the week. If you've already got a team of the season or team of the week, do it. If not, you then go back and do the team of the week upgrade, and that's it. The rest of the pack grind is just back and forward. You do the team of the week upgrade, you then put it into the 5 times 87, use all your 84s, do that. If you need another team of the week, do the team of the week upgrade, and keep going back and forward, right? Then once you've done all your 5 times 87s for the day, all your 1084s or 1085s or whatever it is for the weekend, then after all that, go and do the grind upgrade, and then the 87 to 90, because that'll turn the rest of your 83s and 84s, possibly even 85s and 86s, into 87 to 90 rated cards, which is what you need for Lucas Paqueta, Martin Odegaard, Salah. You've got a few hours left on him. All of these SBCs, you need the higher rated fodder. So go and then finish it off with all the grind upgrades and do that every single day. And boys, you will honestly complete so many of these SBCs, not only like the ones that have just gone, but the ones that are coming, right? When we look into leaks, we know what SBC is coming today, and it's a very hyped one. We know what SBCs are coming over the course of the week, and there's some very hyped ones. You're going to want to start the fodder grind as early as possible because you're going to want to use those SBCs. So overall, SBCs a huge dub, a huge dub. I don't know why it took so long to get that though. I spoke to you guys on this channel a few days ago about that SBC, like getting a 5 times 77. I wish we got a craft and upgrade objective for it, but you know, EA are just anti-fun. But I don't know why it took so long to get. Like, it was so obvious. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being a hater, but we finally got it. Evos, we got another free one. This is the anti-Jead Evo. I hope that when one of you guys saw this, you thought of me, because it's the anti-Jead Evo. Because if we put it on someone like FIFA, it pretty much makes all wingers have 96 agility. What does that mean? It means they can't be lengthy. They can't be long, because you need to have 4 more strength than agility. So 96 kills the vibe, kills the idea of lengthy. So I won't be using FIFA in that. And honestly, for me, I think it's better on cams and central midfielders. I might even use it on my Noonan and just give up on this chain for the rest of the game that I've been working on. Finally get him to these stats, very average, but he would get the playstyles I want him to have. He would get to 11 playstyles. He'd get Tech Plus. He'd get First Touch. Honestly, might do it on Noonan. I might do it on Cisse. Again, he's a central midfielder, kind of box to box, but he gets nice central midfielder stats. And of course, as a centre mid, I don't need him to be lengthy anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, because this takes away lengthy, I think FIFA shot up to 200k yesterday, and then the Evo came out and she shot right back down to like 160, 150. She's still really expensive because he's still great for Evos and still one of the best right wingers on the entire game with the Evos. But it's not a lengthy Evo, right? And people wanted that for the right winger. Sad as it is, the meta is the game's meta. I know I get comments every time like lengthy doesn't matter. Look, maybe it doesn't for you guys, and to be honest, I still use Lamine Yamal tots, and it doesn't matter for everyone, but just for Evos, and when you're trying to make the best cards in the game, this one to me is more of a past and present Evo, or doing on a chain like Noonan, rather than using on someone like FIFA. If you are a meta rat, maybe not the best Evo for the wingers. But of course, the big Evo news today with Friday, as always, is the Evo that is dropping at 6 PM, which is finally, we'll jump into it in the leaks because we know what it is now, but it's a 3 playstyle plus Evo. In terms, you know, you can put 3 playstyle plus cards into the Evo. So we'll jump into that a little bit later. But in terms of objectives, we didn't really get anything yesterday. We just got the seasonal SP. You guys should be able to get quite far in the season pass. I think I'm like level, where am I, 15 or 17 or something. I think you can get level 30 now. You can get level 30, but the way you get level 30 is by playing clubs and stuff. I think just from Ultimate Team, you can get to like level 27, level 28, and you can get to level 30 by playing clubs, career mode, whatever it is. So let me know, is anyone level 30? If you are, it's the World Cup. Go outside, touch some grass. No, I'm messing, boys. You do you, but I'm not anywhere near level 30. I've not been going for that SP, especially not outside of Ultimate Team. But the big objective we're all waiting for is Alawarian. Yes, I will drop a guide on how to get him as fast as possible, but I know some of you guys just enjoy the grind on these cards. He's going to be similar to Hugo Sanchez. He's going to have all these objectives you need to do to get him. It means there's going to be another 100 tokens dropping. You can see some of the cards if you want. If you press X on a lot of these rewards, you can see a Torre card there. He's pretty cool. There's a Chris Wood somewhere there. He's pretty cool if you're like Nepenthez or Zweibach, like I always say, playing that long ball headed aerial meta. But Alawarian's the one we're all after, apart from the fact he's 4-star, 4-star. We spoke about him in a few days now. 4-star, 4-star, not the most hyped, but the playstyles are very, very nice if you do want to play him at camp. But yeah, we'll be dropping a guide on how to get him as fast as possible, and then hopefully in as little games as possible. They've now patched the co-op glitch, so you actually do need to go and get Alawarian. You can't wait for your friend to get him on a co-op account. You do need to go and get this card. Yes, it will be a bit of a sweat fest, but last time with Hugo Sanchez, I think people could do it in 2 or 3 hours. I think about 2 hours seems to be the fastest you could do it. Maybe 3 hours with the rush games in there as well. But point being is it wasn't that hard. I hope this is the same. It will be a lot of different squads, which is why I'm going to try and get a video out on the best way to do it. But it should hopefully not be too difficult or too time consuming. The point of these Maradona objectives is they're not actually too bad to go and do. But yeah, let's talk leaks. Let's go into these leaks. It's Friday. Friday is a huge day for content. The weekend's obviously a huge time for content. EA loves to drop content over the weekend, and it is the World Cup weekend. Before we do that, because I know a lot of you guys will be asking, no, I don't know when the Evos are coming back in the store. I'm on 1,800 tokens. Let me know how much you guys are on. Is anyone on 2,000 tokens? I could be if I do the swaps, but I'm not getting to 2,000 tokens because I simply don't care until they release the 2,000 token Evo and the 500 token Evo back into the store. And until they do that, I don't care. I'm checked out. I have no idea why it's not back in the game. I keep telling you guys, it'll come today at 6. It'll come today at 6. And maybe on Friday, it will come today at 6 p.m. UK time. But I'm not hopeful. I'm really not hopeful. But I don't see why it's not been in the game now. I just don't get it. I feel like I'm missing something. The leakers have no information. EA have not come out with a proper official communications, which is just a bit scummy in my opinion. So I'm saving my tokens. I'm saving my 2,000 tokens when I get them. Hopefully we'll get some more objectives today so I don't have to go and spend all my fodder on swaps, and then I can kind of chill for the week. Boys and girls, let's talk about what is coming on Friday, what the market's going to do. What about the pack grind? When do you pack grind? Do you do it for Team 1 or Team 2? Well, we spoke about Team 2 for a while now. I just want to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you care more about Team 1 or Team 2? For me, I can't wait to try and get Wirt, Isak, Inaki, Bellingham, even Calhanoglu, even some of the other cards below there. I know we're not talking about market just yet. My early thoughts are, look at that Laporte card, even though he's tiny there. That card, in my opinion, will be too cheap on release. I don't know that for sure. I've got no idea what the pack weight's going to be. Just keep an eye on that card tonight. I think between 6 and maybe 7:30 p.m., there'll be a buy window on that Laporte. Maybe until 9 p.m. Might go a little bit later. He's the type of card that, for me, goes down like below 100k until people realise that he's a Spanish centre-back with 92 pace. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe people will clock on very early. But Laporte's one of those names that's not very hyped, and then all of a sudden people kind of realise how good the card actually is, and he booms back up in price. I think we've seen it on a Laporte card, the FUT birthday one, already this year. It always seems to happen with those type of cards. So I will say, keep an eye on the Laporte card. But yeah, which one are you pack grinding for? Team 1 or Team 2? Has to be those Liverpool past and present cards. Or I guess Liverpool just present with Isak and Wirtz. Maybe Liverpool future again with Bellingham, or maybe I'm clutching straws. And speaking of packing these Path to Glory cards, did anyone open the 600k pack yesterday? I wasn't on the game. I was too busy, enjoying myself watching the World Cup. I know, loser, right? But the 600k store pack was giving out cards like I've never seen before. And honestly, I'm unassigned, as you've seen before. I'm probably not going to be unassigned by the end of this video, and I'll explain what I'm doing there. But I'm kind of tempted. I might rip one on this video now. Maybe. Don't hold me to that. I'm not sure. I'm deciding as I'm recording this. But the 600k pack was giving out Musiala's. It was giving out De Bruyne's. It was giving out Araujo's. It was giving out Ruben Dias. It had a 94 plus Path to Glory pick. And the weight seems really, really good. And we'll obviously get the exact same thing for Team 2 at some point. EA know what sells packs. And imagine a 94 plus in this, right? You, of course, have the average ones. But look at that top row of cards. Even a Calhanoglu and an Inaki Williams would feed generations. So we could be seeing that at the end of next week for Path to Glory Team 2. But let me know. Did anyone open the 600k pack, or did they waste their coins? Did they get nothing? Did you spend FIFA points on it? You can be honest. Be honest in the comments below. And yeah, as I mentioned before, with the World Cup starting, of course, we get our first 99 substats. And the first 2 cards getting them are Alvarez and Jimenez. So Alvarez and Jimenez, Mexico, who watched the game yesterday, honestly, what a game. 3 red cards, an interesting referee performance. World Cup was off to a bang. What is the goalkeeper doing? Was it his fault for the first goal? I'm sure you guys will all have your opinions there. By the way, in the Discord that we've got down below, free Discord, I always talking about, there's a channel just to talk about the World Cup. So you just want to vibe and talk to people about the World Cup and your family don't care, or your mates are just being losers, don't care. Get in there, chat about the World Cup. It's kind of nice, right? But where is it? Jimenez and Alvarez. So they both shot up in price and then they come back down in price. As always with upgrades, there's always a chance to sell it in the hype and then they come back down in price because people realize that a 99 sub-attribute doesn't really mean that much. And again, like I said yesterday, make sure to use FUTBIN or FUTGG for the trackers. It just is a really nice layout to see the upgrades. And when the cards do get upgrades, you will see it there. You'll see the upgrade on screen. So they win the first game. They get a 99 sub-attribute. What would make Jimenez a good card? It'd have to be 99 acceleration, sprint speed, shot power, finishing. There's just not that much, right? Like maybe, I don't know. The reason people are selling these in the hype and the reason I'm selling them in the hype is because they get the sub-attribute and people realize it doesn't really matter. And then they can't get the other actual upgrade that would matter, the +1 overall and the second sub-attribute, until game week 3, which is not for a few weeks, right? It is ages away. People are kind of realizing that and going, hang on a minute, these upgrades aren't the best, which again, when we talk about market later, we'll explain what that means. But Jimenez got it, Alvarez got it. They both sort of followed the exact same pattern in terms of price rise and they fall back down. And what is weird to me is that if we go back to the Team 2 team, I'm not sure there's any Mexican players that I've missed, but you guys will have also seen last night, South Korea beat the Czech Republic. I didn't watch the game, so let me know if you watched the game, but apparently South Korea played them off the park. Apparently they were playing Jurgen Klopp total football. I didn't watch it though. But this guy Lee Kang-in has a broken card. Does he come baked in with the 99 sub-attribute then? I don't know. I don't know how EA are going to play this. When does he get his sub-attribute? Does he not? He has to count because they've only got 3 group stage games. They can't push it back. So Lee Kang-in, in theory, could be more expensive than we thought because he's dropping with 99 shooting, or not 99 shooting, but 99 finishing or 99 shot power, right? Whatever would make him the most expensive. Maybe a 99 strength to boost that physical up. I have no idea. I don't think there's any Mexico players in the team, but it's weird to me that players are dropping, SBCs will be dropping, objectives will be dropping after cards are getting upgrades. We don't often have that with upgradable live cards, but we will be having it for this Path to Glory team because, of course, Korea Republic, there you see, beat Czech Republic 2-1. Mexico beat South Africa 2-0. There's no real cards we can check how these prices are going to move down after a team loses because South Africa and Czech Republic didn't have any expensive cards. The first time we could see that though is tonight with Canada. Alphonso Davies. If Canada have a shock loss or even a shock draw to Bosnia and Herzegovina, shout out my Bosnians of course, but if Canada have a shock draw, shock loss, will Alphonso Davies crash? Will he stay same price? It'll be the first time we see how people are looking at these Path to Glory cards, and that could be very interesting. And I've got a little bit of a squeaky bum time knowing that I'm holding some of these Alphonso Davies cards, which we will speak about. And also, this was by far, I was tempted to put this in like the thumbnail and title because this is, for me, is the most hype, right? This is like what we want to see with the World Cup, right? And this should be dropping today at content, maybe not, but I would go for today at content. FOF, Fantasy of Football, star performers are coming. 1 playstyle plus or a playstyle depending on the performance. So, for example, Jimenez scored a header. He maybe has, power header. Quinoa scored I'm not sure it was counted as a low driven, but I guess fair enough. Scored a low driven. So he would get low driven plus or base, right? I think the way they would do this is Quinoa gets a low driven plus because it's a good playstyle. And they might give Jimenez, precision header white because they know it's not as good as a playstyle. I don't know, right? But they are coming as like international man of the match cards from back in the day. Who remembers international man of the match Neymar? Most of you are probably too young. But if they do this for every game, you can see everyone's question here. Are they doing it for every game? Are they doing it for every game? If they do this for every game, or at least every day, in my opinion, that'd be good enough. It'd mean they have to pick and choose. But let's say we got Mexico for yesterday. Today we get 1 from Canada, USA, or Qatar, Switzerland. Oh no, it's just Canada, USA. Bro, these times throw me off so much. So today we got 1 from Canada, USA game. Tomorrow 1 from these 2 games. You get what I mean? Like 1 every single day. That would be so cool. But then, after they get the playstyle and playstyle plus, you can then customize their playstyles in their Evo lab because they're going to be the same rarity that, can go into the Evo lab and get unlimited playstyles. So imagine a Quinoa's card, impacts for 2 days only, has low driven plus, you can customize the rest of his playstyles, has broken stats. Everyone all of a sudden is smashing the pack grind, probably smashing store packs, which is what EA wants. And imagine we get some like these are probably less hype cards because they're Mexico and not a big game. Imagine the Brazilian cards, the Argentinians, the French. If they do this every single game or every single day at least, oh my God, EA, Finally, something that's like, we weren't expecting it, and really, really hyped content. That would be brilliant. So let's see what they do with it. But so far, I am loving that idea. And shout out everyone who joined the fantasy before the deadline yesterday. We have 137 people going for FC27. There's a guy in first, Rogue Gamer, who's a time traveler. Because what do you mean? He's captain Lee Kang-in and then got Kanoas up front. I have no idea what he's done there. So clearly some time traveling or cheating going on there. I have no idea. But yeah, Raul Jimenez up in price a little bit, then back down. Again, we can't really see how these cards are going to move down in price. We'll wait for Alphonso Davies. If they win, how much do the expensive cards go up? Well, Alphonso, if they win, go from 500 to 600, or would he go from 500 to 512? Like, yeah, I mean, like, what are we seeing with these price rises? It also depends on that 99 stat attribute, right? But today, what we spoke about before, the big 3 playstyle plus evolutions, and there's multiple of them, right? So we can talk about them. There's multiple 3 playstyle plus evolutions coming. We've got 3 that we know so far. They're all max 91, so max 92s are not coming just yet. You guys might have players that fit these evolutions. All of them should be this Friday. Now, I'm going to pause on that. I don't know whether there are objectives, regular tokens, champs tokens, blah, 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 blah. So, you know, footballers and people, leakers don't know. It might be in the in the Evo, the regular section. More likely is you'll have one in the Evo section, one in the objectives, and then maybe one in the champs token store because it's a Friday. That kind of thing seems likely. First one's a left mid, left wing, and there can't be a left back. Second one is a striker with max 4 positions. They gain left mid and right mid, and they go to lengthy. Like, they're going to be a huge strength boost. So that one is literally about making strikers lengthy left mids and right mids. And you guys will have seen this weekend, people, or not even this weekend, the past couple of months, people using Haaland at left mid, Sasic at left mid, using strikers that are just lengthy, putting them at left mid, right mid, and doing that anyway. So EA have released an evolution for it. And the third one doesn't have a position, but it can't be a centre back or centre mid, which normally means it's a huge pace boost. When it can't be a centre back, it's something to do with a pace boost. But overall, the big news here for me has always been that this is max 91, 3 playstyle plus. They're the cards that can be used. Now, this will matter for some cards on the market, but it will matter for a lot more for your guys' chains in your club, right? If we go 91 sort by meta rating, you will see these cards here, including some of the live cards. This will get very interesting if cards like Makanya would have won. Boxall, you know, they win their first game, even though these cards are not, you know, playing for crazy teams. But if they win their games and get their upgrades, very interesting. Cards like Semenyo on the market, 3 playstyle plus 91 rated, and is a left wing, could have some crazy upgrades. But again, more importantly, it'll be for the cards in your guys' clubs that you've done chains on, because almost every chain now, you get into the point where having 3 playstyle plus, finally, you can put a 3rd playstyle plus on the card and not worry about, you know, getting locked out of future Evos. It looks to be that time. One of the big ones is Joao Cancelo. I know he's not the most used card in the game right now, but almost everyone still has him in their club. He's 91 rated. He has 3 playstyle plus. Could be very interesting to see a Joao Cancelo Evo in that last one that they spoke about, right? In that all positions Evo, because he's not a centre back and he's not a centre mid. Now, we'll check out the best cards for this on stream tonight. I don't know which one is dropping. Like, again, which one's coming as objectives, Evos, token store, all that good stuff, right? We'll check it out on stream tonight. We'll find the best options. Make sure to get yourself there for the World Cup Friday stream. But what a week of content we have got ahead here. Let's have a look at this image. This is all, if we can go back into it. Boom, there. Go back into it. This is all the SBC's objective sort of players for the next week or the week ahead. We spoke about a lot of them, and we know which one is coming today finally. So a lot of them at the bottom, not too hype. I'm not loving showdown SBCs this year. Have you guys used a showdown SBC in your team since, like, Pepe week 1? I don't know. I just haven't used them. Not really anything for me. We've got a Tim Payne card coming. Now, one of the most followed footballers on Instagram. Well, not one of the most followed, but he has like 5 million followers. If you guys have not seen the story there, he was the least followed footballer at the World Cup with like 1,000 followers. I don't know which influencer, someone in Argentina, now made all of his supporters go and follow him. So Tim Payne, absolute hero. 5 million followers. Now he's getting a card. 93 rated. One of the ones you can put all the playstyles on. So, you know what? Maybe people will actually use Tim Payne for once. We've got some nice Path to Glory cards coming. Now, these ones here, to me, just aren't that exciting because we don't know whether they're going to be SBCs or objectives, and the objective cards are normally crap, so I'm kind of going to skip over them. I'll have to wait and see them in game. The biggest, most hyped one is probably Eto, although it is coming as a gauntlet card we spoke about yesterday. I'm not sure how many of us are going to get that Eto card, because if I get 4 wins in Gauntlet and lose my last one, that might be my 13th reason. You might never see me do a stream or video again. So let's see what happens to the Eto card. That should be dropping on Monday with the Gauntlet. We've got the Champs token players. This is probably the most hyped for a lot of people, because FUT Champs, using the best cards in the game right now, is what a lot of people want to do. A Madueke card we customize playstyles on could be very, very nice, but, you know, a non-long winger, non-lengthy winger, not for me. A Kim Min-jae, who has very average stats, in my opinion. I think most centre-backs on the game that people are using now are this sort of level of card. And an Akli Yush, who has very nice stats, 97 passing, 98 dribbling, and in my opinion, probably the best card. 92 shooting's a little bit low, but if he's 600 tokens, I don't hate that. The fact you can customize it all of his playstyles, probably put like what? Finesse, technical, low driven. No, finesse, technical, incisive. Maybe do that. And then all the white playstyles. Not the worst card in the world, but I think this weekend's going to be another one if those are the 3 cards where people are looking to take the packs. To be honest, people are looking to take the packs from FUT Champs tokens. I don't think EA have got that balance quite right yet. They need to just tweak the players a little bit, but maybe people will go for that 99 pace Madueke card, and maybe I'm wrong. If he can play striker as well, we could have a very, very interesting card with 99 pace, 96 dribbling. Could be a very nice card on the board, but I don't know what positions he's going to get, what EA are going to give him. Then, of course, the 3 big SBCs. So we know which one's coming today, and it is not McAllister, but I am very, very hyped for that card. The stats just look stupid, man. I'm so hyped for that card. The playstyles look really nice. Obviously, for me, it's Liverpool team as well, which is great. But even forget that. He just looks broken, right? He should be a very affordable centre mid for the level he is, in my opinion, right? If that card was on the market, probably a lot more. And a lot of you guys are expecting Argentina to go very far in the World Cup, which means, again, you could be seeing a 96, 97, or even a 99 rated Alexis McAllister. We've then got the SBC dropping today, right? Now, this is expected at like 500k, which feels like a lot to me, but Pedro Neto could go all the way to a 99 if Portugal win the World Cup, obviously. And he's the one coming today. Are you guys looking for a Pedro Neto card? For me, probably going to be a complete, but not until later in the week, right? I might save my fodder, save for a few of these other cards on screen, and then later in the week, before he expires, I will do a Pedro Neto, more for the upgrade potential than this 95 rated card just here. But again, we'll wait and see. And then, of course, the big SBC coming, Alexia Putellas SBC card, end of an era, with crazy stats for the type of card she is. Pinged, finesse, technical, incisive, perfect attacking centre mid playstyles, literally perfect. Wait and see the in-game playstyles. Hopefully she's got the stuff we need, little white intercept, a white quick step, rapid, low driven, all that good stuff. But she could be a very, very expensive, but with the new fodder grind, a very, very grindable SBC. Hopefully comes in at like 1 to 1.5 million coins max. If it's over that, I think EA have lost their minds a little bit. But everyone loves an end of an era SBC, and Putellas is a very, very nice one. And yeah, shout out Azzy for putting these graphics together, man. Like, without some of these people on Twitter, like what I'd call the good leakers, the leakers who, to be fair to them, yeah, they leak, and you could argue they ruin the game, but they put together some really nice stuff and keep the hype going on Twitter, right? And it makes these videos a lot more interesting to see these graphics put together. So shout out to these guys. This is what we could see, for example, if Portugal do win the World Cup. Like, that's not exaggerated, right? It would be about footies when we get this card. But for an SBC card, you couldn't then go and get again. I think that's why completing some of these cards, like McAllister, like Pedro Neto, that play for the better nations, and the more, the nations more chance of winning the World Cup. It's why it's definitely worth it, even if the card doesn't get into your team right now. So I think I will complete McAllister, and I will complete Pedro Neto, even though I don't love his card. But let's talk Path to Glory. Let's talk market, because it is game day for some of these cards, and some of you guys might be holding these cards with me. There are loads of plays, right? I think in the Discord, loads of things have been shouted. There's so many low risk plays that we mentioned on yesterday's video as well. I'm starting to sell some of these cards at break even. Like, I've made enough on them to where I don't lose tax, but break even. And that is simply because if we clear our transfer list, all I'm trying to do for tonight's stream is get myself so I can open packs, trade, because I need to get rid of these 15 players on my, unassigned pile, right? Apart from that, I think I'm holding these cards. BigJead holding cards into live games. Who thought they would have seen the day? I just think out of packs, these cards are going to get super rare. I still think there's a lot of the tournament to go. And the way the World Cup is structured, the way they've done it with the 48 teams, means that USA, Morocco, Canada, and Argentina, and I've also got Ruben Diaz if I can find him, some Portugal cards in there as well. Again, you never know with the World Cup, and I might, regret saying this, but all of those teams should get out the group stage because of how many third-place teams qualify, which means they should be seeing a 99 substat and a +1 overall. And I just think out of packs, the prices I've got these cards at, Brahim Diaz with a 99 substat and a +1 overall. Same with all these cards. And of course, the Argentinians, maybe even the USA cards, right? Some of the other cards as well, could go a lot further than that. Canada's a little bit of a ropey one, but I really do like the Alphonso Davies cards. I think I'm holding these cards into the games. I never hold cards into Friday 6 p.m. I never hold cards into the games. Yes, I might make an exception. Do I recommend that you follow me? I recommend you try and play it as safe to your budget as possible, right? So what that means for me is, of course, I'm on a much higher budget, so I'm going to go for much higher cards. When we talk about some of these Path to Glory cards, there are so many low-risk things you can buy right now, hold for the tournament, and I just have a whirl of the time watching the games, and they can't go down because these cards are still at discard. When I've been tracking these cards, they kind of just bounce up and down. The better ones do better, and the worst ones do worse, believe it or not. Who would have thought it, right? But now Saka's back up to 2.45, when yesterday we saw him at 2.3. You then got Alphonso Davies up 25k, a little bit, so that's why I'm selling some of him off, just to kind of reduce my risk there. But then some other cards are down, right? You got Musiala down to 2.5, a little bit. Araujo back down at 620. Marmoush collapsed this morning to 400k. Maybe because people are realizing that Egypt, despite them being, love my Egypt brothers, but probably not the best at football compared to other teams in this tournament. So Marmoush is crashing a little bit. James Rodriguez went down below 300. Now he's back up. The cards are bouncing all over the place because there's so many games, so much hype. These cards going out of packs. It's weekend league. All this stuff happening. Again, I will keep saying it. The best cards for the best return on investment and just, that's it. And these lower rated, possibly even fodder cards that you can still to this day pick up at discard. This is your last chance saloon before these cards go out of packs. Now, we'll keep saying the cards I like the most. Wolf at discard is really, really nice. Wisser at discard is really, really nice. Pasalic, even though if you bought him at discard yesterday, he's now up a little bit. And if you want to go a little bit higher budget, Gonzalo Ramos at 27,000 coins is probably fine, but he's probably a longer hold for the tournament, right? You might be holding that card for 2 or 3 weeks, and that's quite an expensive card to buy loads of and then hold for 2 or 3 weeks. So it's completely up to you. But the low budget cards just seem so good to me that unless you're on a crazy budget like myself, maybe just stick with them. Of course, today as well, we get a whole new team in packs. We'll talk about those on stream. We'll see what prices they drop. There'll be loads of trading opportunities this weekend with that new team. So get yourself in the streams, Discords, whatever, right? Get yourself around the new team to drop in. But if you bought 89s the other day, I said on video, I don't think Paqueta will rise their prices, but other SBCs might. And then Paqueta dropped, and he was 190 rated squad. And 89s went from 3.5 to 4,500 coins. If you bought them there's a possibility you just hold them for Neto tonight and then sell probably at like sort of 7, 8 p.m. when Neto drops for about 4.5, 5,000 coins. You could even sell now on lazies at 4.5 to 5,000 coins and make some insane profit there. 85s, once again, doing their regular thing. We will buy them again this weekend, so you can kind of relax on 85s there. But yeah, 89s doing really, really well. Team of the Seasons, not moved an inch because EA will not release any tradable supply for Team of the Seasons. Maybe tonight is the day. And again, keep an eye on these 93 rated fantasy cards, the 91 and 92 rated fantasy cards. These are now the lowest rated fodder cards in the entire game. That is beautiful. When live cards are fodder cards, it is always bing, 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 green tick, go for it, right? When live cards are the best fodder cards in the game, pick cards likely to get upgrades, like Pasalic at Croatia. Even, you could argue, Ferguson at Scotland, will they get an upgrade? Who knows? But pick the fodder cards that could get a +1 when they go out of the group. At an absolute minimum, you make coins in the long run, right? The worst case scenario is you sell them at break even, right? They're such broken investments when these live cards are at fodder prices. And yeah, in terms of more like active trading, I'll try and get that 100k an hour across the World Cup because it's so like ridiculously easy to make coins right now, even on a low budget. I'll try and get that video out as soon as possible, as well as the trade to glory. You might finally have time to do that on stream this weekend. We might even do a little bonus Saturday stream or something. I don't know yet. I don't want to confirm anything. Maybe a little bonus Saturday stream where we take our brand new PlayStation account to 1 million coins, which would be impossible to do on one stream maybe, but we can try and make it work, or maybe get to 500,000 coins on one stream with you guys along there. That should be a load of fun. So we'll try and sort that all this weekend. But boys and girls, go and enjoy your World Cup weekend, right? It's World Cup Friday. We'll be streaming tonight if you want to get yourself there on the Twitch. But go and enjoy the weekend, man. So many games to watch. For me, in the UK or if you're in Europe, the time zones are a little bit annoying. But yeah, what can you do, man? What can you do? I'm going to try and watch as many games as possible. We'll be talking about all of the games across these videos as well with a little bit of a chit-chat. But yeah, boys, subscribe if you are new. And until next time, I will see you all in a bizzle.